Here we are again. Welcome to Senior Insights. My name is Cynthia. We get together every morning and just sit around and chat. Sometimes I have profound things to say, and sometimes I just have reminiscing things to say. We would love to have you join us, and so come on in. Where do I begin? Well, you guys are seeing this on Wednesday, so that means that my sisters would have already been here and gone. So I can't really share with you what happened because it hasn't happened yet. But I will, I promise you I will, as soon as I can. But what I can share with you is my preparations. I have been cleaning just a little bit, and I made a dent, and I have ended up right where I'm sitting in the studio, dressing room, and food storage locker. So I was thinking that if I can convince them to sit in front of the camera and maybe say something and introduce themselves to you, I better clean it up. You know why? This is the rest of that nostalgia candy. I have been eating it all. This is all bubblegum though. So that will go slower because gum doesn't seem to last for me, and I'm afraid I'll pull out a filling or not, but rest assured, I'm not so afraid that I won't do it. So I'm going to do that. And there's some pops that have gum inside of them, so I can eat the pops and then maybe not eat the gum, or I could chew them on the stick. I'm sure you don't really care. There's jawbreakers in there too, but most of it is gum. Then I have that little box I bought. Remember when I bought this box at Dollar Tree? Well, I like it. It's on my desk, and I have things in there, scraps of paper, glue and stuff, to make my cards, which I have been very deficient in sending back cards, because really, I honestly have not had any time, and that's not an excuse, it's the truth. I haven't. I have been doing videos. I have been talking to my friends. That's my excuse, but I feel terrible. And then occasionally I'll miss somebody, or I'll miss the pictures. But I'm trying. And there'll be some more pictures on at the end of this. Anne gave me some pictures of her former cat and dog, and they're cute. They're kind of laying together and stuff, so those will be. And I still have more of Sandy C's flowers, so I will share those. And then I think we're kind of dried up. I have one other person who has sent me a whole bunch of flowers. I think I showed one the other day, sometime after the scoop, but I only showed one. And there's about 20. And there are some that are really very nice, but my computer's not it's not allowing me to save all those pictures. So I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. So I am talking in circles. I know I do that all the time, but that's why I named this video Talking in Circles, because I start out talking about one thing and then I go to another. Does anybody else do that? I mean, do you talk with a friend and you go over there to talk about something, and all of a sudden you're talking about what a nice dress she has or what her kid's doing or something, and it's not, you forget what you went there for, and then you never ask the question that you went there for. Well, that's kind of like what I do with this show, kids. Yeah, we were talking about podcasts. A lot of you people actually listen to podcasts, and particularly at night. So I never got on that wagon train. So I'm going to try and explore that. That might be something better than watching the news before you go to bed, because I am political in my real life. No one knows it, but I have certain opinions, and I usually watch them before I go to bed. But it's probably not the best thing. I say it's to keep informed, but I don't know. I don't know if as seniors we need to be kept informed. Hey, while I'm saying that, I just remembered Kathy Fowler asked me if I knew anything about this $900 food card that's supposed to come from the government, or anything about Social Security, like an increase or it's going away or something. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything, and I haven't had a chance to look. But maybe some of you might have heard about what she's talking about and can share it with us, because a lot of us are on Social Security, and a $900 check would be nice. But I doubt it somehow. I'm trying to look at keywords so that so I was, talking in circles. I just go around and around and around. I was talking about cleaning the studio. I have props for the scoop for the morning meeting and for the fun. Unfortunately, if I wear these, I can't talk. And then I have this. I'm not giving this away because I kind of like, doesn't it look cool? Do you remember the women? And everybody used to smoke. I never smoked. I don't know why. Well, I tried in the movies. I went in the restroom and in the ladies' room, and I tried to smoke, and it wasn't for me. I liked the way it looked. Remember they used to have the cigarette holders? So anyway, back to cleaning this up. So then I have my makeup area. I have the remote controls to about 10 microphones, wireless microphones. Don't say a word. And papers all over the place. It's like an explosion. I'm glad you can't see that. I wish you could see the litter box, because, well, maybe you can. That area is all cleaned up because I'm going inch by inch. So I wanted to tell you about the vacuum. I'm sorry for you cordless lovers, but I don't think a cordless vacuum has as much suction as an electric one. Now, don't get your panties in a scrunch. What do they call that? Don't get your panties in a knot? I don't know. I like the cordless one. I find myself wanting to vacuum more. I love the way it's easy. It's not as heavy as the electric one, the plug-in one. But there is no way that it has the same suction. However, I am doing one sweep through the house with my old vacuum. And then I'm going to put my old vacuum in the shed. You know why? Because I'd have to share it over there. I'd have to store it over there with all that other stuff. Oh, have you noticed the other stuff is all organized and it's all standing up and it's not falling over? I clean that too. I clean the dog's feeding area. Does anybody have a dog that slobbers all over the place when she's drinking? She's not a slobbery dog. But if I give her too much water or too deep water, she sticks her whole head in it. Just about right up to the eyes. And then she lifts it up. There's water. And then she shakes her head like when they go swimming. I am going to do a story about quinning. The way I'm going to do it, though, well, I haven't figured out the whole way. I'm going to take a while and, get some videos of her. And then I'll tell you the history of why I have Great Danes, and I'll talk to you about my other dogs, and I'll get you up to date with Quinny, because everybody's been asking me. They're hounding me. Do you see that she doesn't cooperate? She's on my bed now. That's where she is. That's another thing I'm trying to decide. Should I make any effort in my bedroom to clean it up? I don't think so. I'll sweep the floor. I'll make sure the bed, I make the bed every day. That is one thing that you have to do. You have to make your bed every day, because that is one thing that you can control. Of course, if you're not able to do it, then, take what I say and mold it to what your situation is. But you feel more in control. You have less chaos in your life. You're starting out under control. What does that have to do with cleaning the bedroom? Well, I'm talking in circles. I'm talking in circles. I have pages of notes that I haven't even looked at, because I can talk in circles anyway. I talk in circles all the time, as you know. I remember one comment said, "You're talking about this, you're talking about that. What are you talking about?" I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know I'm laughing now. So I have to get, and the desk that I have is glass. So there's watermarks, there's cookie crumbs, there's muffin crumbs, there's fingerprints. Fingerprints. Do you have stainless steel appliances? Plain Vanilla Grandma has been asking me how I keep that refrigerator so shiny. It's an illusion. It truly is an illusion. You can keep it shiny, but you have to do it every single day, because it picks up every single fingerprint. If your hands are dirty, you're making something and you got some stuff on your hands, on the door it goes. And then I have the water dispenser, and I like the water. Well, I like the ice. I never use the water. Why is that? I should, because it's filtered. Maybe because I haven't changed the filter. Anyway, I don't worry, I'm not going to change the filter before Joanne and Francine come. I don't think that's really a priority. So I think I'm really pretty well set. I watered my plants today, so they'll look perky. And I picked up all the dead ants that were around the ant traps that I had hidden under things. I mean, I don't want them to look down, because they're going to be sitting in the seat if I can get them to talk, and they're going to see like ants on a log. They're going to see them. I see two right now that I didn't get. It's good to know that they work. The insect killer. So, and then there's another glass table next to me. I had to clean that. And I only have one black-eyed Susan left. But I think Gay has some, and I might hit her up for a couple tomorrow, so I have a few flowers. So, I'm actually having fun cleaning my house, because there is a certain amount of satisfaction that you get. But I still have to empty the clothes dryer. I still have to empty the dishwasher. I hate emptying the dishwasher for some reason. All I have to do is bend, stretch. I don't have to go anyplace to do it. Those people, you folks that you're your own dishwasher, that's a great thing. I can remember my father, we had to, wash the dishes, and the sink was in the pantry. He'd say, make sure you rinse those dishes off good. We'd be like so paranoid about getting the dishes clean. I don't want any greasy dishes. He was a nice guy, I don't mean to. But, I mean, as a kid, I remember that. Then we had to take out the garbage, and we had one of those underground garbage pails that you step on the lever, the cover comes up, and you throw the garbage in, and then you see all the maggots and gross things in there. And then the garbage man comes and picks it up. What a gross thing that is. I compost all my stuff. I mean, I don't compost meat, but I do compost just about everything. And it doesn't get bad like I remember that garbage. Oh, that was gross, because they only came once a week, I guess. Maybe it was only once a month. I don't know if it was how big it was. Then we had to burn the trash. This was done every day, I think. We had a big 50-gallon, I don't know if it's an oil drum or something. We had it in the backyard, and we used to burn the trash. And I can still remember the way it smelled. But a miracle happened in that trash one day. I lost my watch. It was a Timex watch. And guess what? It came out ticking after burning the trash. Honest. I'm not kidding. Do you remember those commercials? Keeps on ticking. Well, it was true. I know you don't believe me. Then we were talking about hobbies. And, well, on Sunday when I was suggesting that you have a relaxing, lazy day, and some people brought up the fact that they don't do their hobbies like they used to. Some other people said that they're starting new hobbies. Some people got the books that I suggested. I think that's pretty cool. Now I was just, Frank McCourt. He was from Angela's Ashes. And someone said they couldn't get it in their local library. How ridiculous is that? Those were good books. They were less raunchy than Outlander. They were good. They were like real life history. At least that's what I got out of it. It was his memories of his childhood and growing up. But a lot of people had read that. And somebody just bought it. Faith just got it. And she just got that Black Widow one. It's called The American Black Widow. And I read it. It was interesting. But it's not my kind of book. It was by Greg Olson. He does true crime things. And it's kind of interesting. This woman was a nutcase. And, well, I think I told you already. She was a real nutcase. I should find out if she's still alive in prison. I don't care. She was evil. Another fabulous thing that I did today was I got the ice cream maker out of the bathroom. I took it out of the bathroom. Can you imagine if my sisters came here and they went in to wash their hands and the ice cream maker is on the bathroom counter? You know why I put it in there? Because I don't have enough outlets. I have enough outlets, but it's noisy. And I like to put it out of sight so I don't notice if it overflows or anything. But I'm getting better at this ice cream thing. This particular recipe that I followed had sweetened condensed milk in it. And no sugar. No sugar, just the sweetened condensed milk, which is pretty sweet. But I mean, when you make ice cream, you like put a cup and a half of sugar in it sometimes. So does anyone else use sweetened condensed milk? Somebody bought an ice cream maker because I was making ice cream. Now, I think that they should offer me a free ice cream maker. And what's with the cherries and the snow? Nothing's come of that. I saw some lady, she got, I can't remember, but she had like 50 subscribers. And she got, they sent her something free, something very expensive. And of course, she has to review it. But anyway, I'm only kidding. I don't need any more things here. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I have everything. Most importantly, I have you, and I appreciate the fact that you've come and that you've joined me today. And I'm going to say goodbye. Watch for the pictures because there'll be, I'm not sure, I haven't decided what I'm going to put in there, but there will be some. There is an adorable one of 3 cats. It's really cute. Maybe I'll do that one. And I'll just have to wait because I already did a video of hers. She'll be a filler. She won't like that. She doesn't care. Anyway, what is it? Which prop do I need? Thank you. It does have coffee in it, though. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, nothing, no scoop, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There is a remote possibility, very remote, that I might do a surprise live, but it's very remote because I think it'll be a good time for me to kind of regroup and stop talking in circles. It's kind of the way I'm most comfortable. So that's kind of the way my mind goes. Anyway, I say goodbye, come again, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.